am pleased to welcome Chief Operating Officer and owner of ASTEC Safety, Jeff Mulligan. Thank you so much for joining us today.
I'm glad to be here.
I would like to talk to you about the sponsorship of Team Bottcher curling that ASTEC Safety is planning on doing. So why did the company decide to do this?
After 6 years of executing our strategies and our products starting to be used, particularly e-learning, right across Canada, we had to have a way to elevate our brand. So we went out looking for somebody who could help us do that.
How do you think this plan will help benefit the company?
Success breeds success. They always say, if you want to be successful, you want to be at a world-class level, you need to surround yourself with people that do just that. So for ASTEC, we can help Team Bottcher get to where they want to go, and Team Bottcher can help ASTEC achieve its goals.
So Team Bottcher, you said it's the best of the best. Is that specifically why ASTEC Safety has decided to go with them?
They've put some phenomenal teammates together, and they're building a team that can compete on the world stage consistently. And that's precisely what we want to do. So yes, we think they have put together the makings of the best of the best.
How do you think the audience that watches them, how do you think they will relay and be like, okay, ASTEC Safety, that's going to be the company I want?
As an example, the Maritime Education Training Institute uses our ground disturbance course. So there's people in the Maritimes and people in British Columbia, right across Canada, that have an ASTEC ticket. And if they see the ASTEC logo and a little bit of talk or promotion about ASTEC, I think you're going to see people say, gee, I've got that logo, I've got that card. So I believe it's going to be it's going to be noteworthy in that sense.
Do you think current customers will view and be happy with the idea of you sponsoring this team?
You've always got to look at it from a number of perspectives when you do sponsorship or partnerships of this nature. In this case, not only are we going to elevate ASTEC's game by being around people that play at this level, but we're going to bring back to the local communities of Lloydminster and probably Bonnyville World Curling Tour events hosted by these world champions. And we're also going to bring back youth curling clinics and hot stoves for the families, where they're going to get exposure to these world-class athletes, these world-class people, and get an opportunity that wouldn't otherwise happen in Lloydminster, quite frankly. The old Wayside Curling Classic was a big hit years ago. We're going to try to resurrect that and bring that back and even add some sheen to it.
Is there a current amount of time that ASTEC Safety is planning on sponsoring Team Bottcher for?
We agreed to a 4-year sponsorship, which will take us to the 2026 Olympic Games.
So your logo will be seen in the Olympic Games when Team Bottcher competes in 2026 is the plan.
It won't be on TV in the Olympic Games because they have pretty severe restrictions in the Olympic Games about what you can and can't wear and what you have to wear for Team Canada. But, they're going to have our clothing, they're going to have our logos on their team jackets and things when they're out and about. And certainly at every bonspiel they play in the World Curling Tour, and to a degree in the Grand Slam events, they'll have our stuff on. And a lot of interviews, a lot of public appearances, a lot of cross promotion we're going to do on video, social media, and they'll, of course, always be wearing ASTEC gear at that point.
So is ASTEC Safety an international company?
We're locally owned, locally operated in Lloydminster. We have franchise branches with local owners in each of the communities where we have a branch. But our products, our online learning products, are used all over the world, primarily in Canada, but from coast to coast in Canada at a high level and all over North America.
What would you want new customers or people being introduced to your product via this sponsorship to know about ASTEC Safety?
That they see our brand that's been elevated to a major corporate player status, and that would give them confidence that they could do business with us. They could recommend us, or they could look at us a little closer to see if we might be a fit for their industrial safety needs.
Has ASTEC Safety done something similar in the past?
This would be the largest corporate sponsorship in our last 6 years, and it definitely is a new target audience for us. We do sponsor, though, three curling leagues at the Lloydminster Curling Club. So we sponsor there, and hopefully all of those people will be really happy that we've stepped up to a bigger sponsorship in the game that they love and the game they promote from the Lloydminster Curling Club.
Thank you again so much for talking with me today.
We really appreciate it. We hope that what this results in is alternatives for youth to be able to get involved in a sport that they might not otherwise have thought was cool, and an opportunity for us to bring some goodness back to Lloydminster when these world-class people join us for events over the next 4 years.